Hello, I'm Jamie W. Hall, composer and baritone, and I am delighted to announce the publication of my setting of O Nata Lux with Banks Music. Now, O Nata Lux is a piece that was inspired by Thomas Tallis's setting of the same text. This is the first choral piece that I ever heard at the age of 19, and I heard it and was inspired to join a choir, which of course led me to professional choral singing. So this piece is something that means an awful lot to me. It had quite a life a year ago, being used by choirs up and down the country to raise money for Macmillan Cancer Care. So it's really wonderful that now Banks has taken this piece on in 3 different versions. First for SATB choir, a standard choir arrangement, and then there's a version for altos, tenors, baritones and basses, so lower voices which might appeal to cathedral back rows. And then there's a third version which actually is the original version written for my own village choir here in Great Chishill of O Nata Lux for sopranos, altos and 1 lower part, and that version features in this additional publication. This is called the Great Chishill Motets Volume 2. Now there are 12 Great Chishill Motets across 2 volumes. The first volume focuses on Easter, and this volume focuses on Advent all the way through to Candlemas. And what's really exciting about this is not only does it feature O Nata Lux, which is wonderful, the first piece in the anthology is a setting of the Advent Responsory, which was the first piece that I wrote down for my little choir here in Great Chishill. Now, choirs up and down the country sometimes struggle, not all the time, but sometimes struggle for enough lower voices, enough tenors and enough basses to cover all of the parts of a standard choral arrangement. And when that happens, and you often end up with lots and lots of sopranos, lots of altos, and only a few tenors and a few basses, when that happens, what we don't want to do is sing dull music that nobody enjoys. So I set about writing a series of motets, a series of small pieces for choirs, sopranos, altos, 1 lower part, which would mean that they could keep singing. And what I've tried to do also is, across the set, make sure that there's development. So as we sing each piece, we're learning, we're growing, we're stretching our horizons, we're stretching our vocal ranges. This set also includes a setting of the Magnificat, which can be used during Advent, and a setting of the Nunc Dimittis, which can be used at Candlemas. But of course, the 2 of those pair together for a setting for evensong. So it's doubly useful, hopefully, to any choir that finds themselves just a few men too short on those lower parts. So I hope that's really useful to you. I hope you will enjoy O Nata Lux as much as I enjoyed writing it. And I look forward to the Great Chishill Motets Volume 3.